After the oil companies hiked the prices of the domestic LPG cylinders, the government has now slashed the LPG cylinder quota under the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala scheme. So the centre has reduced the number of subsidized cooking gas cylinders for the beneficiaries of Ujjwala scheme from 9 to 4. So this scheme was launched in May 2016 and the beneficiaries were initially entitled to 12 subsidized LPG cylinders per year. The quota was then reduced in August last year to 9 and now it has been cut down further to just 4. This is primarily due to the ongoing West Asia crisis. To promote cleaner cooking fuel, the government introduced a targeted subsidy of 200 rupees per 14.2 kg cylinder in May 2022. That used to get credited to the beneficiary's bank account directly after the refill purchase. Now, this subsidy amount was later increased to 300 rupees per cylinder in 2023. The government says that Ujjwala households will continue to receive 300 rupees per cylinder on first 4 refills per year. So this means that 1,200 rupees per year will be given to every beneficiary of Ujjwala. Now, earlier the benefit was 2,700 rupees per year. Now, this is clearly additional burden. There are over 10.58 crore Ujjwala connections. Let's tell you how the centre is now defending this increase and the decrease in the number of refills. The first defence that has come in from the government is that the average consumption of the Ujjwala households is 4 cylinders per year and that the 300 rupees subsidy on 4 refills will still continue for the 10.58 crore beneficiaries. Apart from that, the Indian cooking gas prices are still among the lowest in the world. When it is compared to the other prices across the world, it still remains the lowest. Apart from that, OMCs are losing 700 rupees even now on the 4.2 kg LPG refills. The government also says that the Ujjwala beneficiaries are still receiving a discount of 60% and that the refill price for the first 4 cylinders still remains at 642 rupees, which is a big advantage for them. The opposition, though, has now renewed the inflation man Modi attack on Prime Minister Modi, saying that this is Prime Minister's gift to poor women. Listen in.
देश को कहां खड़ा कर दिया ला करके, बहुत बुरा हाल है। 12 साल के अंदर पूरा देश बेहाल है। जो कुछ बनाया था सब तो बेच दिया, कुछ छोड़ा तो नहीं। देश की अर्थव्यवस्था गोते खा रही है, आम आदमी की जेब कट रही है। रोज तेल के दाम बढ़ेंगे, गैस के दाम बढ़ेंगे, लोगों को खर्च चलाना मुश्किल हो रहा है। इस तरफ ध्यान ना जाए, नए नए मुद्दे बताते रहेंगे। सरकार ने अब तक सर्वदलीय मीटिंग तो बुलाई नहीं कि इस गंभीर संकट के सामना करने के लिए आप सर्वदलीय बैठक बुलाओ, आज तक वो तो बुलाई नहीं, तो क्या बताएं?
Yeah, this government was taking pride in this Ujjwala Yojana scheme that we are supporting all poor families. But now they have reduced the number of cylinders, which means normally a cylinder comes for 1 month for a house. So now since they have reduced the cylinder number, the people are going to get affected. They were taking pride in it. I don't know why they have done that. The government should do something for the people. The government is there to support people, particularly poor people. But this government doesn't care about it.
देखिए, वादे तो इस सरकार ने बहुत बड़े बड़े किए। इन्होंने कहा हर घर हम सिलेंडर पहुंचाने का काम करेंगे और उज्ज्वला सिलेंडर जो मैं समझता हूं कि किसी को मिल भी नहीं पा रहा था, वादे तो बहुत बड़े बड़े कर रहे थे। आज उसमें भी इन्होंने खुद से इसको एक्सेप्ट कर लिया है कि अब साल में सिर्फ 4 सिलेंडर जो है उज्ज्वला के, जिन लोगों को इन्होंने उज्ज्वला सिलेंडर दिया था वो बेचारे भरवा कहाँ पा रहे हैं। इस महंगाई के दौर में आज सिलेंडर जो है, देखिए जिस तरीके से रेट 400 रुपए हुआ करता था, आज 1100-1200 रुपए का सिलेंडर भी मिलना मुश्किल हो गया है। ब्लैक में सिलेंडर्स मिल रहे हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ ये सरकार सिर्फ लोगों को बहकाने और छल करने का काम करती है।
And well, government sources have suggested that extra cylinders were being diverted for commercial use and that's why this decision has been taken. So let's tell you what government sources have told Times Now. The average number of Ujjwala refills remains at 4 and this move is aimed at curbing cylinder diversion. And there are some unscrupulous elements who were diverting these refills and that was also one of the reasons. Let's go across to my colleague Mohit Bhatt joining us on the broadcast with the details. Mohit, the government was already facing some pressure and criticism from the opposition over the increase in the LPG prices just yesterday. And now the number of subsidized refills have also been reduced Take us through what the government has said, because the opposition says this is only going to further burden the common man.
Well, yes, in fact, Pratibha, we need to understand that what exactly will happen now to the Ujjwala consumers. Earlier, we know in 2016 when this particular scheme was launched, in 2016, 12 cylinders were being given per year to the Ujjwala beneficiaries. Now, last year it was cut down to 9, and now today it has come down to 4. So Ujjwala beneficiaries will be getting 4 cylinders per year. That is, they will be getting the benefit transfer of 300 rupees per cylinder, which was earlier 9. And that amounts to be 1,200 rupees per consumer because of the 4 cylinder, 300 per cylinder that they would be getting. Now the government, given the fact that how a few days ago we saw that how the LPG prices were increased, given the fact that how the West Asia crisis is going on, there is energy crisis all across the world, and we know that how the sources say that there has been an under recovery for the oil marketing companies and for the companies that are producing the LPG, and we also know for a fact that how the government has stated that how exactly there are certain elements who are diverting, and there are certain leakages in the system who are diverting these Ujjwala gas cylinders to the commercial uses. And to put a cap on that, a proper study was being done that the average consumption of an Ujjwala household is just 4 cylinders per year, and perhaps that is why this decision is being taken. But this has garnered massive controversy. The opposition parties are attacking the government.
Yes, because the opposition says that this is going to burden the poor families, and they say that this 4 cap of the gas cylinder refills is not acceptable, and that's not the reality on ground. That's what the opposition is claiming. Mohit, thank you for joining us with all those details. A quick break now. We'll be right back.